finished the first part of the Making a Difference program. Before we wrap up, let's briefly reflect on the previous lessons and take a look at what's in store for us in the second part of the program.
So we've started the course with a grim observation. The world is unfair, and it seems that goodwill on its own is not enough to meaningfully improve it, since many interventions fail. Yet there is a reason to be hopeful. The best interventions more than compensate for the ineffective ones. So much so that in broad strokes, the lives of many improved dramatically throughout recent history.
Thus, a really pressing question is, how do we know what's promising to do? We've learned the significance of experimentation and a host of important practical concepts: marginal cost effectiveness analysis, counterfactual thinking, metrics such as DELIs, and more.
Since deciding what's promising also touches on value-based judgments, we've raised several philosophical considerations one should take into account, such as who should be included in our circle of care, and how should we factor uncertainty into our decision-making. Combined, these ideas are key to tackling important issues on your path to driving meaningful change.
To make the learning experience more concrete, we've paired the tools we explored with cause areas: global health, global development, and animal welfare. These cause areas show how the tools we have learned can help save millions of children from deadly diseases, revolutionize poverty alleviation interventions, or relieve a mind-boggling number of animals from torturous conditions.
And, at the same time, there is still much left to be done. Often, people feel that achieving such far-reaching results can be intimidating, and that their ability to make a difference is small. Therefore, perhaps most importantly, we've seen that even without being especially wealthy, well-connected, or lucky, many individuals can have a significant impact and vastly improve the lives of others, as long as they're willing to be strategic about their efforts and take them seriously.
So, what's next? While we hope some of you have already fallen in love with one of the causes we covered so far, others might think that humanitarian work, poverty alleviation, animal welfare, and other efforts to alleviate immediate harm are secondary to the urgency of tackling climate change, preventing human extinction, or changing the long-term trajectory of our shared future. Thus, as the next step in our path toward making a difference, we'll build up on the tools we've learned so far and consider more ambitious approaches to influencing the world at large.
This will inevitably require venturing into areas where interventions are more speculative and things are much harder to measure, and occasionally even quite controversial.
To top that off, we're also going to have a bonus lesson on career paths and present more actions we, as individuals, can take if we want to actually improve the world.
We're looking forward to seeing you in part 2.